Hello, I'm Ron Davis, Director of the Open Medicine Foundation Scientific Advisory Board. We are continuing to expand our efforts. New people are being added with new research areas. I just talked with a new student yesterday that started work on atomic force microscopy of red cells and has completed a study. Everybody seems to be working very hard. I've noticed something very different about the researchers in this field recently, and we've talked about it in our group meetings. It's not like your standard academic, which is worrying about what can get published. They're worried about what will make a difference. And that dominates the attitude and the work efforts that are going on. Everybody was aware, of course, that they have to do sometimes very small little parts, but they are concerned about that it has a difference. I think a number of patients may be concerned about the slow pace of research. Everybody worries about that, and it is slow. One of the things that makes it slow, at least in a case of our research effort, is that we focus on what we think needs to be done. And it's very common that there's no good way to do it. That means that we simply have to develop a method to doing it. And that seems to dominate a lot of our research efforts, is developing the protocols that are necessary to uncover the underlying information. For example, it's quite easy to measure cytokines. You simply take a blood sample, you take it over to the laboratory where the automated instruments are, hand in the sample, and in a few days you get all the results back. That's very simple. Metabolomics is also very simple. We simply send a sample to Metabolon, and shortly they send us the data back. However, an awful lot of the effort is there is no commercial operation that does the analysis, nor is there any method to doing it, and we have to develop that. That slows everything down. The other thing that slows it down is we want to make sure that the results are accurate. For example, we've been doing the metabolic trap, and we evaluated the data that comes from the mass spectrometer to assess its accuracy, and found, in fact, it is not that accurate. Therefore, we stand the chance of getting a wrong answer. So we have to develop whole new ways to do the studies so that we get accurate measurements. But I want to assure you that everybody is working very hard, and I think in the right attitude. We want to make a difference. We want to find a biomarker that can be used to diagnose patients. We want to find effective treatments. And eventually we'd like to understand this disease enough to cure it. I think there is constant progress being made, and I am dedicated to doing this as fast as possible. I wish everybody can be a little better next year. That would be one of my fondest dreams, including my son. But we will continue to work very hard, and we will continue to expand our efforts with available funding. We plan to put in new grants in the next round in February. We're getting ready to make those submissions. We have now a new writer that will help us compose those grants. So I am optimistic that we'll continue to accelerate the pace of the research. I hope you the very best in the coming year. Thank you.